It's been almost a decade since Steve Jobs unveiled the original iPhone.
Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
Jobs was right about that. The phone itself was cool, but it was the software inside the iPhone that really changed everything. With the 10th version of iOS just about to come out, it's tempting to look back at all the ways iOS has changed the way we live our lives. And it's equally tempting to think that it all starts with the touchscreen. Remember when you used to have to use a trackball or a stylus to navigate around your phone? With the iPhone, you could just use your finger, or 2 fingers, or 10 fingers. Nothing had ever been like that before. Except it totally had. The first touchscreens were invented in the 70s. Multi-touch and even pinch-to-zoom have been around since at least the early 90s. The revolutionary thing about iOS wasn't the touchscreen. It was that from the very beginning, the software had the low latency and laws of motion to really sell the illusion of direct manipulation. When you used the iPhone, you weren't touching the screen. You were reaching through it to touch whatever was on the other side. It's also the kind of physical interaction that's so key to what made the iPhone work. When you scrolled on an iPhone, it's like you're just swiping a piece of paper up and off the screen. Everything has size and weight, and it feels like it's a real thing instead of just pictures on a screen. Pretty much everything Apple has done with iOS since then has hinged on that one trick, with one exception: Siri.
What is the weather like today?
Here's the forecast for today.
It is that easy.
But have you used Siri lately? It's not always that easy. Yes, it's gotten way better in the last few years, and it's spread to products like Apple Watch and Apple TV, but more often than it should, Siri still leaves us feeling like Phil Schiller back in 2011.
We have very limited capability. You just learn a syntax, call a name, dial a number, play a song. It is such a letdown.
Apple's working on that.
Last June in San Francisco.
But then, so is everyone else.
Playing smooth jazz from Prime Music.
Since then, we're kind of waiting for the next big thing. Apple already changed the world once with iOS. If it's going to do it again, it's going to have to be with Siri.